Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Neha, and today's video is going to be the ethnicity tag. And I decided to do this because I was kind of stalking Kaushal Beauty on YouTube. I'll leave her link down in the description below. She's one of my favorite Gujarati YouTubers, and she did this 4 years ago. But let's face it, I don't have any original videos as is, so let's do it. So basically, the ethnicity tag is a tag letting people know a little more about your culture and origin. Now, I think it's pretty clear that I'm brown, and well, that's that. I'm brown, I'm Asian, I'm South Asian. End of story. However, there's much more diversity, especially when you come from South Asia, and I thought it would be fun to do the ethnicity tag. Now, the ethnicity tag has 6 questions that are quite basic and will let you know a little bit more about my culture and my ethnicity. So the first question is, what is your ethnicity? My ethnicity is Indian. I am South Asian. I come from a state in the western part of India called Gujarat. The second question is, when was the last time you visited your country? Now, I'm currently living in India, so I'm visiting my country all day, every day, 365 days a year, as of now. Then what is your favorite ethnic food? So Gujarati people have some of the best food. Like South Asian people in general have great food, but Gujarati people have some of the best food. And I guess I'll have to divide my favorite in between kadhi, which is like a yogurt curry, but it is amazing. Like, I could live my life on kadhi and rice. And the other thing I really like is paturi or khandvi, and that is basically like chickpea flour. It's made out of chickpea flour, yogurt, and a whole lot of other things, but it basically are these like rolls of just amazing goodness that melts in your mouth, and it is just the best thing in the world that anyone could eat. Like, if somebody tells me, like, give me Gujarati food, like, that's like the first thing I'm gonna give to them. Like, here, have khandvi, like, eat this, you're gonna like, it's gonna change your life. It's like iconic. Absolutely love it. The third question is, what household item most definitely represents your ethnicity? Now, in a Gujarati household, I think either the belan, which is what we call a rolling pin, is a really, really good household item to define the whole culture, because from getting hit because you're doing too much mischief to eating roti and to do like your mom pointing at stuff, like the belan is just like iconic. Like, she uses it for everything. So yeah, that, or I think the sift that we use for chai. So our khanni, which we use for when we strain our chai, I think that's pretty iconic as well, because I mean, it's something that you use almost like, some people use it 3 to 4 times a day. Every Gujarati person has it. Like, there's nobody that does not have a khanni in their house, because even if they don't drink chai, they're going to keep it because they're going to have guests and they're going to give their guests chai. So I think those 2 items are kind of balanced in what represents Gujarati culture and even Indian culture as a whole. The next question is, what part of your country are you from? And like I said before, I come from a state that's in the west of India called Gujarat, and it is one of the most beautiful, diverse, colorful places that I've ever seen. Like, I've only been to a few places, but still. And I'm not even biased, like, it's just generally beautiful. Like, the whole of South Asia is beautiful, but Gujarat, my heart, phew, bang. So what is your favorite ethnic music? Like, if you're Gujarati, you know. You don't even have to ask, you know. Like, Punjabi people have Bhangra, Gujarati people have Garba. End of story. Garba folk music is the best thing that could ever happen to anyone, and consider that Garba is coming in October on the 10th. I know this date since last year's Garba ended. it's 2 months until Navratri almost, and I'm still blasting Falguni Pathak at every moment that I get. So, yeah, I think Garba is the best folk music to describe Gujarati culture and my ethnicity in general. Now, do you speak your language? Yeah, I think I speak Gujarati pretty well. My whole family speaks it, even though I've been brought up for most of my life in another country, which I guess you guys already know is America because of the accent that I kind of have. Anyways, beyond the point, I was really lucky that my parents actually spoke Gujarati at home with me, especially my dad, because his Gujarati is kind of more of the village style Gujarati. My mom was brought up in South Africa, so her Gujarati is not traditional Gujarati, but she used to speak as well, and she still does speak. I mean, it's not like she doesn't speak the language, she does, and I'm really grateful that my parents did that because I've seen Gujarati people in other countries, and I've seen Gujarati people that come to India and they are ashamed of speaking their language because they cannot. And I guess it's just a form of denial. But they do not speak their language, and I think that is one of the saddest things, that somebody is not being able to accept their culture just because their parents thought that it was not important enough to impart their language to their children because of immense westernization, which I really am not for. Fine, westernize yourself, modernize yourself, but at least teach your children your culture, keep your culture intact. Anyways, so that was it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below. If you like seeing my face, please subscribe. And that's all for this week's video. Bye!